And I think we should be live.
All right. Yep, I see some chats already rolling in.
Holy smokes.
Oh yeah.
There's Omar. Omar's already on. Welcome in, everybody. Uh, Big free agency day for a lot of Packers teams, or excuse me, a lot of NFL teams, minus the Packers, kind of steady and status quo. Um, Omar, you're in here already, jumping us off. Jenkins cut 19.5 million versus cap too hard to pass up. A fourth rounder for Gary is steal.
mhm.
1,000%. I don't
That's
care.
that that's the big thing to take away from this entire weekend, honestly. Getting a fourth round pick for Gary when he had already posted his goodbye message. He was already like, "Yeah, I'm gone. They're going to release me." And they still got a fourth round pick for him. I mean, Jerry Jones might be a secret Packers fan.
I think all free agency talk starts with Jerry Jones at this
Yes,
point.
no matter what, just if you're gonna release a guy, just give Jerry a call, see if he's gonna give you.
Do you think it's actually Jerry that's making those calls, or is it Steven Jones, his
It's
son?
it's probably a mix at
Combination
this
of both.
point, but yeah,
Yeah.
both. But so my pet theory so far is that I mean we look at a couple of the other edge contracts that have gone out today. Adolfo Owe over I think it was 100 million for him. Jalen Phillips 120 million for him. Um, my pet theory is that they just didn't want to pay that much. If you give up, I mean, Rashawn's Rashawn. If Jerry's leaning into the whole run defense a bit, then that's great for him.
Yeah,
You know
and
what you're gonna get.
he'll be serviceable as far as that
Yeah,
goes. Yeah. It's just,
and yeah, go on.
are you going to get first half for Sean Gary
That's the question. If it was
or
if
second
it was
half?
a conditioning issue, then maybe you trade him at the deadline and kind of all right, we got what we wanted.
I mean, on the Cowboy side, like, you don't have to give up a pick till next year. I'll bet, like, way too high in my opinion,
Yeah. Oh
especially for a
yeah.
guy that was gonna get cut. But then you're gonna get him too. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I wouldn't be like too happy, but that's just me knowing what happened with Gary, kind of his decline.
If you
So
were a
see towards the
Cowboys fan,
ACL.
you mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I would
yeah,
not be happy right now. It is a 2027 fourth round pick, so
yeah,
and usually this when you go out another year, it's usually the rule is you bump it up by a round. So it would have been like say a fifth round pick this year versus a fourth round pick next year. Um, Even a fifth round pick, I feel like would have been too much for Gary, but we get some compensation back for Gary. Jenkins is gone, no compensation. Um, that's interesting too in and of itself, because I'm sure. Well, we know that they were shopping him as well, um,
yeah,
and they could have done the same thing to Jenkins that they did last year to Jair, which is like keep him basically all the way up till training camp. Because if you don't need that cap money, you don't have to release him.
yeah,
So it's possible that the Packers just did Elkin a favor. He's been a long time member of the Packers. These guys, when they're released earlier in the cycle, it's usually better for them. So it's possible that was more of it. They're trying to um, do Elkin a favor. I don't know why they would have done that. Why they would not have done that for Jair last year, though. I guess would be my question because
right.
they've proven like no, we'll sit on these guys until like the last possible second and try to get anything we can for them.
Like I said, get that speed dial going to Jerry Jones. Just
Yep.
Cowboys will do anything. Let me try to run through some of these just from the top to bottom. Glad to see Ryan got paid, draft and develop here in the contract. Good for him. Resigning Brooks, the wiser move. Hate to see Emmanuel Wilson go, but Lloyd needs to live up to the hype this year. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
that's going to be big, depending on what we do in the draft. I feel like we said that last year about, well, maybe not quite as much, but
Not yeah, because
definitely,
that was just like his rookie year. He was out for the year. Okay, fine. Things
yeah,
happen in the NFL.
yeah,
It's going to be tough if he misses time this year.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll see. He hasn't been able to stay healthy so far, so Omar re-signing Light might Neiman otherwise wise move. Yep, gives depth to inside linebackers, especially on special teams. Neiman was leading the NFL in total special teams tackles when he went down in week 8. Yep, I think that that's pretty solid. What was the deal they gave him, Kalani? Was
Oh, I
that
could find
three
that real
million,
quick.
three and a
Um,
half, something like that? Sorry to put you on the spot. I just couldn't
oh, it's all
remember. I don't
good.
know if you know off the top of your head.
I've got the keyboard. 2.25
Uh,
million with a max potential of 3 million, a 1 year contract.
got it. Yep, I don't mind that at all, honestly. So let's see. Packers trade for linebacker Zaire Franklin, out of character. I mean, yeah, older. He does have a ton of experience, and not only like 2 years ago, he was
Yeah,
he he, he
he was
he
an
was
All
pretty
Pro
sure.
2 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, I get it. I I assume I assume he's. You think he's gonna take the green dot?
I think he's going to take the green dot. And yeah, this is the first time you and I have talked about this too, Rob, outside of the group chat.
Yeah,
Um, it does put the defense into an interesting spot though, because if you give Franklin the green dot,
I
you've
know where you're
got
going.
all these dime formations that we know Gannon loves to run. You do not want Zaire out there on third down and longs. What I
Yeah,
saw was I think it was a plus 100 passer rating when quarterbacks targeted Franklin last year. Um, so, I mean, in general, like you said, it's out of character for the Packers. 30 years old, coming off the worst season of his career for sure. Um, 8 million is not an exorbitant amount of money for a linebacker. It's also
yeah,
not super cheap.
yeah,
Like that is amount. It's a mid tier linebacker contract.
yeah, yeah. Reasonable value for him.
Yeah.
I didn't think we overpaid. I didn't think we underpaid. Um, But that brings me to my next point is that our defensive tackle need all of a sudden and edge. Just go to the defensive line.
Yes, the entire defensive line because I mean, it's kind of funny because we kind of knew we knew we were gonna lose Gary, right?
Yeah, we
We're
figured
like
it. Yeah,
90% sure we were gonna lose Enigbare,
yeah,
but losing Wooden on top of it, it kind of feels like like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? Where it's like all of a sudden, man, we are so thin all across the line all of a sudden.
yeah, yeah. We are. I, yeah. Nose tackle, three tech.
Yep.
I expect that to be heavy in the draft. I mean, who knows? As we're speaking, I don't know. There could still be something that's happening as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a bunch of really good players, right? Like Trey Hendrickson. I don't expect them to get a Hendrickson.
No, that would
Um,
be that. Oh my God, that'd be so much fun.
yeah, him and Micah Parsons together. Oh my Lanta.
My God.
Uh, but like we were talking about in our group chat, Reek Wallen, right? Like he's
Yep.
still out there. I mean, that would be an amazing free agency sign. Younger, play with the championship Seahawks.
Yeah.
I think he fits into Gannon's scheme pretty well. I nothing's happening, so I'm just throwing fucking
Yeah.
stones
No,
out there. But
I'm keeping an eye on just in case we get the chance to break some news while we're live here. Okay,
yep,
I'm keeping an eye on things. We're quiet so far. Um,
that'd be pretty nice.
that would be pretty. That'd be great.
Do
Um,
the anchor man dun, 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 breaking news. um, Omar says losing Anibari, no surprise. 10 million too rich for the Packers. I'd have to agree. Sorrell needs to continue to build on a solid rookie season. Yep, LVN better show something this year, or he's gone next. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought for the most part until he got injured, I thought LVN played. I don't say really well. He's played better than he did the previous years, and the
yeah,
packages where they kicked him inside. I thought he did a lot better of a job moving inside than he was an outside rusher.
yeah. I don't think you want him inside. Um, 100% of the time for sure, but he definitely has that versatility. And yeah, I do wonder how his season as a whole would have looked if he hadn't gotten injured, if he hadn't missed. I think it was like 8 games, starting with that Bengals game in Week 6. Just an unfortunate situation for LVN. Do you have any opinion on whether they pick up his 5th year option or not?
I mean, at this moment, I say yes.
Yeah,
Just knowing everything, but draft is not done, free agency is not done. So there's obviously plenty more
I'm just
left to go.
googling
All the
the.
all the big, not all the big, but a lot of the big splash money top guys have found homes.
Mhm.
Besides a few like we've mentioned, but
Yeah, and
I would
we
ex-
are
I would
we are
expect
still
so.
yeah we are still sitting on about 30 million in cap right now.
After the
So
Gary and the Jenkins.
yeah, and it is the other part
Yep.
of the Jenkins release is that as I said, they didn't have to do that, but since they did, all of a sudden now they do have some money to go out and get somebody.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be surprised if they don't get like one at least mid-tier guy.
I agree. Yeah, a defensive tackle for sure. Calais
Yeah.
Campbell.
Yeah, Calais Campbell, he could be 70. He's probably still playing in the NFL.
Absolutely.
Um, I'll get down to it too. Austin, thank you. I think you're in the chat. 9 of you in the chat. Thank you so much. This is our second live stream. So, hey, nine's better than zero. We appreciate you guys for coming on. Really, truly do. Let me get to the rest of Omar's really quick here. I don't want to miss any. All in a great start of the Packers offseason. They'll need top-notch talent on the field for sure to overcome their inept coach who continues to flounder with these talent-leading Packers rosters. Yeah, I hear you, Omar, and I know I know your grievances with that for sure. Yeah, I put that to bed, but
Yeah,
everybody I think
I'm.
on here knows how I feel about that. So
I mean, same. I think you and I were kind of on the same page on that. But like I said at the time, I'm not heartbroken that Matt LaFleur's back, but we'll just have to see how this year goes.
yeah, fully expect to go to draft 2 to 3 cornerbacks in the draft. Supposedly rich at the position. Sorry, probably need to make that longer. He must find a starting nose tackle still to play besides Wyatt. Losing Wooden ain't gonna help this Green Bay run defense. Yeah, yeah. Wooden was pretty solid in run. Definitely didn't give you much as
Hmm.
far as a pass rush. But I don't think you were really aiming to to be able to get massive pass rush out of somebody
Yeah.
like a Colby Wooden. And honestly, for him to take the step that he did this year, considering the other previous years, where I believe he was a roster cut candidate, wasn't
Oh
he? I
yeah, he
think
was
at
like he
one
was like
point.
the fifth defensive tackle last year. So yeah, I mean, kudos to him for taking on the nose tackle role, putting on a little bit of extra weight last year. Before they traded Kenny.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I thought pretty decent job. All said and done. Let me move that up to 20 seconds because I keep do that show on stream. I'd not be surprised to see Goat go after defensive end if one's on the board when he gets his top pick in the round two. Yeah. Um, I know you're Dennis Sutton. He's a Packers type.
Oh yeah,
Mister Lanky arm. What is he like? 270
yep,
out of Penn State. Six
he's
five,
a
270.
folder.
Yeah. I think he's pretty good, but I still think he's a little bit raw. You still got to be able to work with him. But
Hmm.
if you could teach him, if you could coach him up to come in right away, and get some solid production, yeah, he's a
Yeah.
Packers type all day.
And I think there's some edges falling right now in the draft too. I would point to Romello Height. He's a little bit smaller, but I've seen him in round 3 even lately.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like you said, Dennis Sutton should be available. Um, I'm not gonna put too much behind this. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Messidor does have medical red flags. I know he's
Uh,
older. I know he's gotten up to first round kind of talk, but that
yeah.
was kind of like a more recent development. And part of me does wonder if he does start to slide in the into the second round. But
You know how I feel about Akeem Mazador. I think
Mesidor would just be such a perfect fit right now.
to me, he's the second best pass rusher behind Ruben Bain Jr., if not
Mm,
almost like Ruben Bain Jr. is probably he's a much Mazador is a much bigger prospect too. He's like
yes.
6'5", 280.
Yeah.
Like, but he is like he's
Oh,
older.
you mean Bane is the bigger one?
No, no, Mesidor. Mesidor is a
Okay,
bigger one. Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. Yeah, Mesidor is like what 6'5", 280, something
Let
like
me
that,
see.
or maybe 6'4", 280. I don't know. He's freaking huge. But he's older, 25, right? So,
Yep,
but
he is.
that that's the one big
Yeah,
red flag besides what you're saying and the injury concerns that I hadn't heard on that. So two pretty big red flags.
yeah.
But if he ends up making it to the Packers and they feel good with his medicals, Packers Packers typically don't take like an older like
No, and that's kind of like my frustration with Wyatt right now too, is because he was an older uh, prospect when the Packers took him, and he hasn't developed. And
how old was he?
he,
24?
yeah, he's about
Yeah.
to be 28 already.
Yeah. So I mean, they have dipped their toes, I guess, from before on
Hmm.
like a second round pick.
Yeah, and I think that is like with the NIL stuff, players are coming out a little bit older, and I think that's just cost of business right now.
Yeah, I love Mesidor. I would.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were, I all I needed to see was that college football playoff run with him, and he was
Yep.
just manhandling Indiana's offensive line, all the other teams that he played. He could come in immediately and give you immediate production. So. Let's see. Matthew Payne, thanks for joining us. I've been hearing a lot about people talking about Hargrave at defensive tackle. Yeah,
Yep.
I he's got experience within Gannon's system, right? Played in Philly with Gannon. I can't remember the years.
That would have
Um,
been
20
2022. I think he was
2020.
there for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, played in Minnesota the last 2 years, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think you could get him on a pretty decent deal too. Um, not anything too crazy. I forgot what he signed with on the Vikings from before, but yeah,
Yeah, and
you'd immediately.
I think he'd be on the other side of on the underside of like a 14, 13.
Yeah, yeah. Um, he's a bigger guy, isn't he? He plays a lot of nose tackle, or is he more of a three tech?
He is. I'm looking up him on PFF right now. He actually went from Philadelphia to the 49ers for 2 seasons. This was
Oh,
his
gotcha.
first
That
season with the
that's
Vikings.
right.
Yep.
That's right. And then he had 1 year at the Vikings. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, so
sir.
he is a has some one tech flexibility for sure.
Okay, yeah. I mean, sign us up at this point. I mean, you need warm bodies, if not from the
Yeah, and that's
draft.
kind of the thing, is that at this point, man, the defensive line, and I talked about this last week too. They're going quick, and they're going to go quick in the draft too. So if the Packers are going to get in on either one of those, there's got to be a move very
Yeah,
quickly here.
yeah. Tonga, the Patriots guy, he got signed. Franklin Myers from your hometown. Well, not hometown, but where you live.
Yeah,
Broncos. Where did he sign with? I'm trying to
Titans.
remember.
Titans got a lot of
Titans.
people.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
Yeah, they did. That's something else I want to get your thoughts on too, real quick, on who you think
Yeah.
the winners and losers and
Yeah.
whatever, all that jazz. Let's see, Taylor. Taylor, thanks for joining us. Taylor says we need LVN to stay healthy, and LVN try to do new moves.
Yeah, add on
Took
to
the
his
words right out
pass
of her
rush
mouth.
plan. Well, that was a
Yep.
big point of emphasis last off season too. I remember. Um, as far as whether or not that was actually effective and whether he did that, I think that's up in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I saw a
Uh,
lot of just like trying to win with power still, even though it was more effective this year. But
yeah. Yeah. That seems to be his bread and butter move. I think even Micah Parsons though just said it recently. You got to have a pass. Well, yeah, he was saying it on
yes,
Twitter because
on
he was
Twitter.
talking
Yep.
about the underrated pass rushers. He's like, you got to have. They're gonna if they get you on that first move, you got to have two, three, four other moves in the bag.
Yep.
And LVN just
He just
So
doesn't.
far, he
His,
doesn't have that.
I mean, 2024, you had the broken hand, right? So it's a little understandable why, you're not doing so many cross chops, so many swim moves. This year, I think it was a struggle for him mentally to move on to the next step once you initiate contact because you watch him, his feet are in constant motion. He's got that fine. His motor's fine. It's just slowing the game down to the point where you can go from plan A to plan B.
Let me ask you this, because this is something I've wondered too. Do you think it's truly, and probably a mixture of both, but he needs to add more pass rush tools to his bag? Do you think he's watching film enough, like on the tackles and on what exactly their sets are and how they like to pat? You know what I mean? Like you got to think that that's maybe part of it.
Maybe. I guess I'd be hesitant to say for sure because I think he's got a good head on him. I think he
Yeah,
wants to be good. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be putting some kind of work in on that end. I think a lot of it goes out to coaching too, as far as his early developmental years.
yeah, yeah, 1000%. Um, Omar, he needs to get sacks. LVN, yes,
Yeah,
yes, 1000%. Omar, again, thank you so much for all the chats, Omar. I want to see more of Sorrell. Expect him to take the role Enigbari played for us last year. Barring any moves, yeah, yep, 1000%. And especially with Micah out the first 5, 6 weeks, whatever, you're gonna need him. Unless, again, like you're drafting somebody else, or you make a
yeah.
free agency move. Let's see. Omar again is going to take a career year from LVN to validate paying him what you'll have to get him resigned after next year. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, catching up. Hargrave would go a long way to helping the suspected 3D line. Yes, it would. He also
Man,
says Jalen.
that's why I wanted Rankins too, but I've been trying not to jinx or speak this into the universe too much, Omar. But that has been my secret, the little worm in my head the last couple of days. We do know from the great Easton Butler on Twitter, a really good Packers insider. If you
Yep.
guys don't know him, don't follow him yet on Twitter, go find him right now because he has a lot of that kind of information. The Packers did talk to the Eagles about Jalen Carter. We don't know the result of that talk. We don't know, any kind of terms that were discussed, but the Packers reached out to the Eagles about Jalen Carter, and they reached
Yep.
out to the Giants about Dexter Lawrence. Now, according to Easton, the Giants thing was shut down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
However, we do know from also the great Ricky Scoops, the talking dog on
May he
Twitter,
rest in peace.
may
The
he rest in
NFL
peace.
insider.
Yeah, they. I think Goodell sent the black SUVs to his door. Um, I think it might have been the Jalen Carter thing. Honestly, I think
So
that might have been like the. Okay, we got
yeah,
to take this guy out.
go hunt
Um,
that goddamn
yeah,
dog down.
the
Yeah.
Eagles. They just extended Jordan Davis, and they have Quinion Mitchell. They got to pay soon. They got to pay.
Yeah.
Um, oh God, why? How am I forgetting? The other cornerback, the one that the Packers wanted, um, from
Uh, uh,
Iowa, Cooper
oh,
DeJean.
DeJean. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Cooper DeJean. They
All you
got to
had to
pay
say
him
was
too.
Iowa.
Um, they couldn't pay Jalen Phillips either. He had to walk out for $120 million. Like
Got a bag.
Eagles haven't traded AJ Brown yet. The Eagles are kind of strapped for cash.
Yeah.
So
What would it take to get a Jalen Carter? Do
oh
you think?
man,
I
so
think it'd be
I
pretty
kind of
rich.
I kind of floated this out there. I think you would have to obviously the second round, um, some pick next year, say second round this year, let's say a fourth round next year, and let's
Yeah.
say hey we'll throw in Devontae Wyatt.
It's pretty good.
Eagles get to keep a defensive tackle on a rookie contract for a year. They
Hmm.
get some draft capital. Um, Another player that I've been kind of working with as a potential trade target, I don't think they trade him, but is Jaden Reed. Um, and that is kind of based on obviously they're not I don't think they're going to be able to keep Jaden Reed next year either, guys.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to be able to keep him. I think Jaden Reed is going the same way Romeo Dobbs is going. Um,
it's gonna be
so if
hard.
the Packers know that at this point, we know the Eagles want a slot wide receiver.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. Jalen Carter would. Oh my gosh, that
Can
would
you
be.
can you imagine LVN? Let's say we get to keep Devontae Wyatt,
Yeah,
Jalen Carter,
yeah,
Micah Parsons.
yeah. And then Daryl Jackson, Lee Hunter,
Whoever. Yeah.
insert
Nazir
whatever draft
Stackhouse. I
capital.
don't care.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think he would fit in real nice within the Packer Gannon scheme. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
almost trying to blank out here, guys. I'm battling some death
Did
sickness.
was Carter on the Super Bowl team with Gannon? I think he was. He was drafted in the 2023 NFL draft, so he was not on that team.
Omer, I've butchered your name this entire time. That is so like me to do. Do any mock draft with me. Have me spell any name that's outside of like whatever. I need the pronunciations, man. Stuff is getting crazy. Omer, that's my that's my bad, man. I do apologize. Uh, man, it's been like what 2 years I've been doing that. So, and thanks to you did give me the pronunciations. He says here rhymes with the Omer less the
Oh,
H. Yes, thank you, Omer. Hopefully I'm saying it right. You let me know if I'm not, because that would be Omer, right? So, um, yeah, yeah. He's probably like, this guy just does not. this this clown on Sounds Gouda. I'm sorry, man. Eagles losing lots of players. I think they in trouble, especially if AJ Brown gets traded too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like Kalani was talking about. I mean, they're gonna have to do something, right? They're
or they're gonna have to lose a lot of their offensive talent to keep their
yep,
defense intact.
yep, yep. Jazine, the guy everyone wanted them to draft. Yes,
Yeah.
I really did like DeJean for that year. 30 million for Carter. Think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range.
Who's the highest paid defensive tackle right now? I would imagine is it Milton Williams?
Could be. That's who I thought my first guess was gonna go. Who
It's
is
Jordan Davis now.
now? It's Jordan Davis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Then it goes Chris Jones, and then
Oh yeah, the
Milton
Chiefs.
Williams, and then Zach Allen.
Yep. Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, Omar, yes. Omer, yes. Trade Reed. Help yourself now. Can't afford him after you extend. Watson Wex will be much cheaper. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Mike, we can't trade Wyatt. That's Carter's boy.
That's true. They were on Georgia. They were on the Georgia defense together.
Pretty nice to have them together,
Yep.
but
So
we
I
could.
mean, yeah.
You just have to give up something else. All right. Where am I? Omer. This team can't afford to trade D line help. They need to add to it. 1000%.
Yeah.
Romeo. Romeo isn't gone yet. Mike says. Here's this next one. Not yet.
Not
Hold
yet.
on.
I thought he was going to the 49ers, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a big one on Mike Evans, didn't they?
Yeah, quite surprisingly, the Buccaneers tried everything they could to keep him, but Evans really wanted to go somewhere else apparently, and I think that's a indictment on maybe he doesn't like Baker, maybe he just doesn't like Todd Bowles.
Yeah, Baker had a down year too.
That's gonna be a problem though, man.
Yeah, I mean, 49ers are gonna for 49ers are gonna they're I mean George Kittle a little bit older, but he's still an elite tight end. Yeah, they're gonna be well. What's gonna happen with Trent Williams? I heard rumors that they might end up trading him. They'd get quite the haul for Trent Williams, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would.
What other moves here too, real quick? At least in division. Bears obviously they got Bradbury, but that was before today.
Hmm.
They also got Devin Bush.
Yeah, I thought that
Really
was a
really good.
little bit of an older overpay.
Yeah, real good year in Cleveland.
Yeah,
Uh, did not could not figure it out in Pittsburgh. So we'll have to see on that. Who else did they get? They got a safety, right? Kobe
they
Bryant
got yep, Kobe Bryant
from
from
the
the Seahawks.
Yep, yep. Going to be hard for the Seahawks to repeat. They're losing a lot of good players.
Yeah, they're keeping Josh Jobe is staying in Seattle. Obviously, Rick Woolen has not decided his future yet. I have to imagine it was one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Green Bay would easily take Reek.
How about
Um,
that Linderbaum contract?
you and the rest of the world, is that where you're going? Like,
Yeah, 27 million, and obviously, like contract details or contract details. There's probably something in there.
yeah.
$27 million for a center. I kind of feel bad that I was even suggesting that as a possibility.
You were spot on. Raiders said, F it. Ain't nobody else getting Linderbaum because we're going to throw a bag at him.
Yep.
So then they have Jackson
Completely
Power. They have Jackson Powers.
reset.
They have Jackson Powers Johnson, who was. Uh oh.
Do I have a bit of news?
Dun dun dun.
The Raiders are signing Packers linebacker Quay Walker.
Wow. There he goes. N'Kobe Dean to the Raiders. Taylor said that in the.
Ian Rappaport is saying that they are signing. Oh, there's it's both. They're signing both
Taylor Bell, thank you. You gave us the news here first. I saw it in the chat. Uh,
within 2 minutes of each other. I have N'Kobe Dean's agent saying that N'Kobe Dean is signing with the Raiders, and Ian Rappaport reporting that they are signing Quay Walker.
Wow.
Highly athletic linebacker duo there.
Yeah,
Are they both
that
from Georgia as well?
that can't cover. At least Quay
Yeah,
Walker.
no, neither one of them.
Yes. Yes, they're Georgia guys.
Yeah,
Right? Yes.
yeah, I think they are.
My brain's all messed up today. Daryl Azine. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Maybe the Eagles can pick up Stephon Diggs. Yeah. If they let go of Brown, right? Or maybe
I
even if they don't.
think I think Brown's contract is kind of structured in such a way that it doesn't really help the Eagles to get off of him this year, but they still might do it anyway.
Yeah. Just depending. Yeah. Said Romeo was going to the 49ers, but they signed Evans today. Yep.
Yeah.
Omar, thanks for confirming. Sorry about that, man. I feel like a dick. Americans always do it usually the same way when I lived in the USA. Yeah, I promise I'm not illiterate, man. I got a good high paying job. I just suck at pronouncing names, I guess. So everybody's got their thing, right? I'm liking what I'm seeing in NFC North. All the other teams losing key players. Packers look to be doing best this offseason so far. Um, Lions got who do they? What center was that? Cade Mays
Oh yes, Cade Mays. For
from the
cheaper
Titans.
than Sean Ryan went.
Yep. Yeah, 7. Didn't he go for 7 million? 8 million,
Some
something
pretty
like that.
low. Yeah.
So, something like that. Taylor, let's trade Reed in a day two pick for Carter, or give them a fifth for Mojo, their third defensive tackle. He from Texas 2023 draft.
Moho Ajomo, I think. We're doing horrible on the pronunciations today.
Yeah, we are.
Um,
You have to resend that. What you mean, Taylor? Sorry, it's me. You can blame it on me. I'm illiterate. I'll be the scapegoat. What they said. You Omar up
yeah.
there. Reed, Reed for a nose tackle. I'm in, or a starting outside corner. I wouldn't hate it.
And I mean, you can put Matthew Golden in for Reed snaps too. So
Yeah,
obviously you're losing a little bit of experience there, but if the Packers want to get a little creative and adding a player, I think that's definitely an option.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, I'd trade Matt for the Bears coach and throw in a first rounder. Uh, love it. Taylor, yeah, man,
Yep,
negotiating.
there it is.
You're the one that broke it. We're giving you the credit. Omer, never mind. The Packers got a fourth for Gary, but more importantly, they don't eat any of the overpriced salary. Yep. Raiders making noise today. Jets making a ton of noise.
Jets signed like four defensive linemen today. I feel like
I
they
got
got
a
Enigbare.
yep, 10 million. Yep,
Yep,
1 year. They Minka Fitzpatrick, remember for the seventh round from Miami.
yep.
Demario Davis, defensive end Joseph Osaya, and Agbare, David Onyemata. Obviously, they franchise tagged Brees Hall, and then don't forget they got Tavondre Sweat from the Titans. So the
Mhm.
interception list, New York Jets from last year, right? They didn't have an
Yep.
interception.
They did
I'm
not
pretty
have
sure.
a
Yeah,
single interception.
they said, "F it, we're
I
gonna
mean,
dump."
Aaron Glenn is already coaching for his job.
Yeah, isn't that sad? Like,
No,
I think
I'm
that's
fine
an
with
well.
it.
Yeah, I think that's just a whole part of like bad organizations' philosophies. You
Yes.
got to be able to give a coach a like for us, we're giving Matt a lot of leeway, right?
Yep.
Like some could say
But
probably
like you
way too
said, like
much.
that's how bad teams stay bad. Same with the Raiders. How they're third year in a row they fired a coach in the first year of being there.
Yep.
Uh, Titans moved on from Vrabel. Um, Goes on and on, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hold on, let me get to some of these.
Yep.
Quarterback, no worries. Love you guys. Love you too, Omar. Omer. Lions O line in deep trouble. Yeah. Everybody was it? They made the NFC Championship 2 years ago, right? At San Francisco. The only person that's on that line is Penny Sewell.
Yep. Only person left. So real quick, Quay Walker, 3-year deal, $40.5 million, 28 million guaranteed. So that's about 12. No,
12.
40 points. I can. Sorry guys, I went to public school. I can.
That's okay. I'm butchering names on here too.
13.5 a year.
Yeah. Austin, yep, we just saw we're talking about that. Quite of the
Yeah.
Raiders and N'Kobe Dean. Um, pretty crazy.
Raiders are doing good work today, and obviously they had a lot of cap money to spend.
Yeah. I mean, 1000%. Got the the top free. Well, I'd
Him or
call
Trey.
yeah, I'd
Yeah.
call Linderbaum probably one of the best. He's definitely getting paid like he is now.
Oh yeah.
Um, let's see real quick. Vikings and salary cap hell, losing key vets. Yep. Quasi did not do them any favors. That's for
No.
sure. But whoever that guy is in there, can't think of that guy that they appointed. He's not even the GM. He's like a draft
Oh,
guy.
um,
Anyway, he's he
yes.
he's trying to make up for it. So everybody scored 9 plus relative athletic score as well. Yep,
Hmm.
that definitely helps. Omer Williams needs to step up. Not worried about Golden. He just needs opportunity. You know the Packers, they don't play their rookies, baby them. Yeah,
I mean, I agree. You drafted Savion in the third round. Let him play some wide receiver.
yeah, yeah. Um, and of course, I think everybody would have taken a little bit more Golden this year too. But you know, ton
Yeah,
of mouths to feed. Rookie year, everybody knows how. Not. We've had this discussion before. Like Watson came in right away, but they had immediate need.
yeah,
But there's been a lot of draft and develop within the wide receiver, specifically second round, right? A
yeah.
la Ted Thompson. Quite of the Raiders. Yep, just said that. Austin, we got to that. Good to hear from you too, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Oh, we're at 45 million for Quay. Tells the story. I said 40 was the line. You're pretty spot on. I like Quay, but that number too big. Yep, the Packers definitely thought that the same way you're thinking there, bud.
Yep,
Dean and Quay played in Georgia together too. No, yes.
yep.
Did they play it together?
Dean, Quay, Wyatt, Carter, all those guys were on the same Georgia team.
Did um was it the same year? I know they played the same
I,
school.
I
But could
definitely,
be.
I definitely think they were all on the same team, same year. Because Wyatt and Carter played together, and
Yep,
Wyatt and Quay were drafted the same year. Dean was also part of that draft class.
yep, yep. 2019 to 2021. So
Yeah.
yes, same draft class. Yes. Um. Okay, helps when you have a Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Yeah, it's one
It
thing you can count on
covers
in Green Bay.
covers a couple of flaws for sure.
Yeah, it does. Says yes. Both just signed the Raiders. Pretty cool for them. Yeah, the Raiders are. I mean, they had a lot to spend, and
Yeah.
I'm like they're gonna get Mendoza, right? So
Yep. Get him a highly experienced center. I think they signed a wide receiver too. I think it was Naylor.
yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Um, they got Linderbaum. They have Jackson
Traded
Powers
Crosby
Johnson.
away.
Yep. Yep. Jackson Powers Johnson, who was their center,
Yeah.
now will be probably kicked over to guard.
Yeah.
Then they're besides being the number one pick, then at pick 14, man, I was seeing a lot of that Penn State guard. Probably gonna butcher his name.
Ooh, I love
I
him. Yeah. Ione.
Ioane or something.
Ione.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that'd be. I can't remember what they had for tack. I think the whole O line was like really trash
Left
last
tackle's
year.
fine. They
Who
have
was the
Colton
left
Miller.
tackle? Colton Miller.
Colton. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
Oh. Oh. There we go.
he's back.
All right.
You
Can you
good?
hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead. Sorry, what you were saying? Colton Miller.
Colton Miller, their right tackle, DJ Glaze, definitely needs to be replaced. Um,
Yeah,
and
he was pretty bad, wasn't he?
yeah, I think that's the main point.
Well, then, man, if they had that and you get Fernando Mendoza,
Yep.
that'll be dude. Ashton Genty, all of a sudden, his stock is gonna go through the freaking moon.
Yep. I have not given up on Ashton Jen yet.
Woo! Him and Bijan, Bijan are celebrating because where did Tyler Algier? He signed with the Cardinals, I think.
He signed with the Cardinals. Yep.
So no more vulturing touchdowns
Yeah.
from Bijan from the 5 yard line.
Hopefully.
um, let's see, Mike. Not bad for Quay. Do you think we sign a second external free agent since we are getting the fourth for Gary? Focus on netting three comp picks. We Well, I said we both kind of agreed in the beginning of this. I'd be surprised if we don't get at least one
Yeah.
mid tier. Again, not saying Trey Hendrickson is still available, although that gives me all sorts of like, yeah, that would be incredible. But like Reek Wallen, Mike, I don't know if you were there for that, because they re-signed Jobe, right? The
Yeah.
Seahawks did. So
Josh Job.
Josh Jobe.
Yep.
Ah, my name butchering. It's so bad. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they hold true. Um, really, what currently? Well, they can always kick the can down the road too. So I guess that's.
Yeah.
But they got to have like what 7, 8 million in reserve for the draft picks, right?
Yeah, plus another 10-ish for slush fund for the season itself. So I think I saw Ken, he had us at about 17 and a half in effective cap space at this point, but we still haven't restructured Jordan Love. That's an option.
Yeah. Yeah.
Restructuring Josh Jacobs, that's an option.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, it just depends on if the Packers really are set on gathering as many comp picks as you can, which isn't a horrible strategy, especially when you don't have those first round picks. I think that's a way to like where these losing two first round picks, if you can keep all these mid round picks next year, it doesn't quite screw you as much as it would otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Those are really good points. Um, Omer, I wanted them to draft Dean, and they took White instead. Ah, yeah, I think I remember that. I wasn't. I was.
Yeah, I
I.
don't
I
remember who
was.
I wanted that year.
I think I was more upset at the Walker pick.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
believe. I don't say I was upset. I don't think I did my due diligence on him, and it took me by surprise, which is sometimes like the Packers. Sometimes meaning always. Packers always great at finding wide receivers. Yeah. Yeah. They definitely are. Surprised Romeo hasn't gone yet. Um, Mike says could have taken Dean over Quay or Lloyd over Quay. Yeah, Devin Lloyd. I'm assuming he means.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That would really help out right now.
So the Quay Walker deal is expected to be about a fifth round comp pick.
Okay, not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. AFC was toast last season. NFC looks in trouble this year. Packers may have a road to the Super Bowl. Matt, don't mess it up again. He's definitely got to take care of 21-3 leads at halftime. I'll just leave that there. Very pleased with my Packers moves over the past 2 days. Hope it continues. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're sitting still. They're just, and they got Hobbs. Obviously last year Banks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's not like it's not the Ted Thompson days are gone. That's my point. Is when he would never ever or rarely
I was thinking
sign
about
a
that
free.
earlier today. Like, at least there's a chance.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think one mid tier. I mean, I don't know, a defensive tackle or cornerback, I
Yeah.
assume, because they already got Franklin, from the Colts as
Mm-hmm.
far as the inside linebacker or yep, linebacker crew. Um, Raiders got a lot of holes still to fill. Yep, but they're definitely charging and making some moves for it. Um, Fourth is next year's draft, not this season. Yep, 2027. But could deal with windfall compensatory picks to help this team in this draft. Next year's comp picks could be ridiculous, couldn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But you can't trade them until they are officially awarded by the league. So we wouldn't be able to move them until next year.
Yeah. Ryan was the most important guy to resign, and they did. Definitely
Agreed.
gives us
Yeah.
some good insurance. Austin, I think you said you play, and I don't know if he's on here, but I think he asked if Ryan was gonna play at guard, and no, I think that they're planning on playing him at
Yeah,
center because Jacob Monk is like, I,
kind
the,
of a mystery box at best.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't if the right person fell into their lap, I could see them still drafting a center in this year's draft.
Oh yeah, I think they should. Absolutely.
I mean, anything you can do to continue bolstering up that line.
Yeah.
Um, but let's see. Quay, Anibari, and Dobbs is too expensive to bring back. Yep, name of the game. Fifth rounder for Quay, not too bad.
Yeah. So we're looking. We're I think Malik right now is netting about a fourth round return. Uh, a fifth for Quay. I think I saw a sixth for Enikbare. I think
Mm-hmm.
all of that kind of depends on the actual like snap counts through the season. Like if Malik plays every game, that's probably up to a third round. Same with Quay. I can't imagine Enikbare is going to get too much playing time, so that's probably sitting still. Would be my guess.
Yeah. Real quick, I don't think we mentioned it yet, but really happy for Malik.
Oh my
Um,
God, yes.
we all thought that that was probably going to be one of the top
Yeah.
destinations. Green Bay South is at it again, but P, I man, people are calling him Tua 2.0. I'm like,
You didn't watch him play.
did Tua do RPOs and zone reads and run the way
No, he was a statue back there.
I Malik Willis is the second best runner. Taking that back, third best runner
that
behind Josh Allen. Josh Allen,
that was
almost,
so close.
almost. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Would you
Oh,
disagree
we
with
could have
that?
we could we could have clipped that
Yeah, I
for the
know.
engagement bait.
Yes,
Okay, but
almost. And
yeah. So I guess who else would it even be? Kyler, I
Kyler's
guess
up
you can
there.
maybe make an argument. I would say Bo Nix isn't. I mean, he can move. I don't think Bo Nix is like up there. Who else are we talking about? Mahomes definitely can scramble around, but
How about this bold prediction?
okay, go for it.
Malik will be the third best runner besides behind those two this year.
Okay, all right. Especially
I don't know if
with
that's bold, but
in that Dolphins offense, man, they got so much speed. They have a path to being a really fun offense at least next
yeah,
season. And if Halfley can get a handle on that defense, I think the Dolphins could surprise a little bit next year.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna be rooting for them.
Yeah,
No doubt about that. All depends on how Sloak does as OC.
yeah.
Bobby
I
Sloak.
texted my brother who is a he's a Dolphins and a Falcons fan. So I texted
Hmm.
him early in the day. Malik's going to the Dolphins, but the Falcons are looking at Tua. And he was like, "Hell yes! Oh no!" And then yeah, about an hour ago, I texted him like, "Yeah, the Tua just signed with the Falcons," and he said, "Okay, at least hopefully they can get him a vet too." And I was like, "Tua is the vet." I don't know how to tell you this.
I know they wanted some veteran presence. Like Kyler still hasn't gone yet, has he? I haven't seen
Kyler's
anything yet.
still out there.
But he's probably gonna go to the Vikings.
I
That's what
wonder
I
if they're
heard.
waiting until Wednesday to release him.
Oh,
But I'm sure you could still like negotiate with other teams at this point if they've like publicly announced that they're gonna release you.
yeah, yeah, I think so. Could be wrong on that. So somebody in
Yeah.
here, you can fact check us if you want. Um, yeah, Kyler would have been an option for
Mhm.
for Atlanta. God, he's gonna go to the Vikings. But again, Kyler does not. To me, it seemed like he doesn't fit that well in Kevin O'Connell's like quarterbacking school and scheme. You know what I mean?
I would be. I mean, if you can get like 70% of Kyler at his peak, I think that's probably good enough for the
Yeah,
Vikings.
yeah.
But I agree, and I do.
there's anybody that can do it, Kevin O'Connell
Yes,
for sure can.
absolutely.
And yes, I
But
am crediting him with the JJ McCarthy because that's right out of
hmm
freaking college, you know. But like as far as like what he did with Darnold, Cousins, I think
Dobbs,
he'd be able.
the
Dobbs, yeah.
what was his name? The astronaut.
I
That
don't,
was in
I had,
2023. Yeah,
yeah, I hadn't heard that one. That was a good
yeah.
name. Um, yeah, I think he could do it. I don't know. I mean that'll suck to have Kyler in our division, but I don't know.
I'm
And
not
we
too
played
scared of
against him a couple
Tyler
times.
either. I think
Yeah, he's not nine.
no.
The legend of the nine. All right, let me try to get to some of these. Zion Johnson, 349.49 by the Browns. Almost had that Airbanks contract, and he's not very good. Yeah.
Neither is Aaron Banks. Sorry, I
Yep.
shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get clipped now.
It's all right. We're both getting clipped. Omar said truth to what Mike said. Maybe we can trade Desmond Ritter for a football. We can trade Desmond Ritter for a football team. Uh,
Between Desmond Ritter and Kyle McCord, if we had to go into the next season with one of those two as the backup, I mean, I guess I don't know too much about McCord, but I could not do Ritter.
what about getting a little Anthony Richardson? You'd
No,
have
he
to give
hasn't been
up.
traded yet.
No, you'd have to give up something. But hey,
Yeah,
if you could get a Malik, like probably would have to go for more than Malik. But I don't know. And Matt
yeah,
Lafleur, quarterback school. I mean, I think maybe I don't know. I think that'd be very interesting. Austin, I think it's a bargain because Murray would be on a vet
yes.
minimum. Yes, that's
That's
like
the thing is that
that's the one thing for them.
he would be on a minimum.
They are they got screwed. Second worst salary cap, but behind the
Yeah,
Chiefs. But the Chiefs restructured from home, so they're like way. Anyway,
yeah,
from like just a couple weeks ago. But yeah, he's cheap. He's a veteran. I think it makes all the sense in the world. So yeah,
yeah.
you got Kevin O'Connell there. Omar, no, I think they hold his old deal against him, so it's league men, I believe.
Yeah, he's still getting paid all his money from the Cardinals. He's got really no incentive to take anything more than
Yeah.
a league minimum.
What's that dead cap hit for the Cardinals on that?
It's in the 30s, I believe. Let me see.
It's not like the Tua. Tua was like
No, that
90 something.
oh my god. Between I saw this today between Tua, Tyreek Hill, Chubb, a couple of the guys that they've released. The Dolphins have $180 million in dead cap this season. It's half of the salary cap.
I just the Packers. I mean, they would never. Plus Russ Ball, like
Yeah,
it just would never. I don't know. They would never do that type of stuff. So it's kind of funny to see teams
yeah.
do
Uh,
that.
Kyler Murray, dead 2026 dead cap hit $54.7 million.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Got it. Got it. Not a big fan. Not as big as Tua's. Yeah. 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 Austin. Right. We were just talking about that. Yep. Deshaun Watson be available end of next year. Laugh out loud. Yeah. I I could say something.
available to throw him in jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we wants to give the Packers players some deals on massages, but
um,
that'd be
Tua has a $67.4 million dead cap.
mm, oofta.
Yep.
All right, guys. We got something else going on here in a little bit too as well, so we're probably gonna kick it. But let me just double check real quick. Oh, by the way, if you want to know the Raiders edition is today, Linderbaum, Quay, Dean, Naylor, Quiddy Pay. Forgot about that. Eric Stokes. He decided to
Good,
go to the Raiders and
good for
play good
Stokes, man.
football. I know. Malcolm Kuntz on a 1 year, 11 million, and
Oh, he's
then
back.
I,
He's back. Okay.
and then I, yep, and then they traded, remember, for cornerback Taron Johnson from the
Yes.
Bills. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything else. Nothing big today, but like we were talking about earlier, there's still some players out there, so
Yeah.
nothing is
Most
going to
of the
be anything too
cornerbacks are
crazy.
gone that we've been talking about for the Packers. Jalen
Yep.
Watson's gone. Monteric Brown back with the Jaguars.
Yeah,
Really not too much else for the
it's getting
Packers out there. It's Reek.
it's getting pretty slim.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the cornerbacks.
Yeah. Um, Not all the way shocked if it ends up, staying like this though too as well. But
Yeah.
uh, do you have any big winners? Winners, losers?
The Chiefs getting Kenneth Walker.
Mm,
Um, that's a big one for sure. Um, I think the Titans, the Raiders, and the Jets have made the most of their money.
yeah, yeah.
Bears continue to be active. I think that's more of a wait and see if all that really turns out to be the best for them. But they've
Very,
definitely been the most active among the North teams.
yeah, very calculated
Yeah,
so far. I don't hate their moves. I don't know if I'm in love with their moves. I guess we'll just have to see.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's a definitely a wait and see kind of mode. I cannot
Oh,
believe the Bills gave them a second round pick for
I know,
DJ Moore, dude. I need these teams to stop doing the Bears favors.
I know, I know. Yeah, I saw that. God damn it. Um, I'll go with the Rams, man. They
Yeah,
needed their number one need was secondary, and they got it in Jalen Watson, right? And
yeah,
they traded for heavy price, but they got McDuffie, but he's one of the best cornerbacks, top three, top five, I think, arguably by metrics. So
yeah,
Rams were already tough to beat. Now they're going to be extra, extra tough to beat.
yeah. They're just kind of completed their secondary, just all right there.
Yeah. Miss Austin says missed the part of the stream because of dinner. What would Malik getting signed net us for comp pick? Third, right, Kalani?
Fourth right now. We're looking at a fourth right
Fourth.
now,
Yep.
borderline third. It could go up to a third if he plays the entire season.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
fifth or fourth for Quay, probably a sixth for Enigbare.
Yep. So there you go, Austin. Hopefully you're still there listening to that. Third for Malik, possibly, I heard, is what Omar said. Fifth for Quay. Yep. Someone
Yep, and
overpay Rashid Walker, too, please. I,
we're still
I thought
waiting
I
for
heard,
Walker and for Dobbs. Go ahead.
yeah, I was to say, I think, I thought I heard that the Packers had an offer. I don't know if it was true, with Walker, along with other teams, but
For Rashid to come back? Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that.
yeah,
No,
ditto.
sorry, I know exactly how I feel about that.
Yeah. You don't like it.
No.
All right. Um, I think that's all that we have for you guys. So
Yeah,
appreciate everybody coming on. Means the world to us. We're definitely going to try and do this a lot more this year.
definitely.
Interact with you guys and build this community up. Hopefully, I got to everybody's chats. Omer, sorry for butchering your name there, bud. Do my best to be able to correct that moving forward. But all right, guys, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Go Pack, go.
Be excellent to each other.